Fallout 76's start is a major slog, and the game doesn't really give you any hints. With so much to do and so many builds to choose from, where do you even begin? Being a veteran player myself, I thought I'd show new and returning players how it's done. But there's a catch. Solo only for items and drops, I can't buy things from other players, I can't accept any gifts from other players. I instead have to rely on the cold, hard luck of the draw. You're watching Fallout 76 from scratch. Also, I can't miss a single day of uploads. That doesn't, yeah. Alright, lads, welcome to Chapter 2 of Fallout 76 from scratch. I want to start this episode by saying thank you all for the crazy amount of supportive comments on the last episode. Keep in mind, one like, one dislike, and a comment will in fact support the series so more people see it. So please do that right now. I'd appreciate the hell out of that. So we got a bunch of wonderful comments last episode, but we also got a couple comments, one that didn't really understand the point of the series, the other one was something about herpes.
Got Dr. Okarumi on YouTube. After many years of suffering from cold sores, LM totally free today after using the herbal medications L got from Okarumi. LM so grateful, sir.
What?
At Jetto, the cold sore on my lips disappeared after taking the natural herbal supplement sent to me by Dr. Okarumi.
But why did you feel the need to spread that on a video about Fallout?
At Jetto, I felt someone might be in the same situation.
On a Fallout video. And this comment, you just go to a chemistry bench, I love you. And lastly, we got a bit of constructive criticism, and I would like to address that right now. This isn't a guide series, I think you know that, so just quickly touching upon that. The reason I picked the goals that I picked, so if people are wondering, was for this episode. I picked getting the shielded vault suit plan so I can make the shielded vault suit and have more experience, better stats, so on and so forth. I did the Enclave mission so I could launch a nuke. I got the scout backpack because not having it is ass. I have responded to this, and I did say I will be sharing my perk build at the start and the end of the episode from now on. I did share at the start of the first chapter. Sadly, though, it was only one perk, which is inspirational. And the perk loadout I was going for at the start of it is pretty simple. Just 15 charisma, 15 intelligence, so I can level up as fast as possible without doing any sort of grinding yet. However, the build that I want to go for is indeed just a gunslinger build. It sounded fun, and I would like to make that, get the Crusader pistol, so on, so forth. Also, the launcher at the beginning sure looked fun. That's because it's yours, Livy. Stop being cheeky. Now that all of that is over, let's get on with the rest of Chapter 2. Now, the goals for Chapter 2 are as follows. The shielded vault suit. If you aren't aware, the shielded vault suit gives you 1 extra strength, 2 extra endurance, 2 intelligence, and 2 luck. It is the second best under armor in the game, as it gives you a jack of all trades variety of stats. I specifically want it for that 2 extra intelligence, which is 4% extra kill EXP. Next, I must be the bomb and blow up. I have to launch a nuke, or at least prove that I can do it on this character on my own, because launching nukes are an integral part of this game, because that's how you start boss raids, get flux without grinding, and of course, I need to get the Crusader pistol, because that is a integral part of my build, as I would like to be a gunslinger. And lastly, I'd like to reach level 80 without any grinding at all. The build for today consists of Traveling Pharmacy, I get rid of it later, don't worry. Blocker, because as you can imagine, I get hit a lot, and being on low HP means I don't die as much. Tank Killer, because it makes my pistols go through armor, and that's amazing. Green Thumb, because I like to collect greens for EXP items. Ironclad, to give myself some more damage resistance. Cola Nut, because I want to eventually switch to that for healing. Radical, because, you know, extra strength. Inspirational, for the extra EXP. Field Surgeon, to heal faster with stims, we'll get rid of it later. Bodyguards, because I couldn't get anything else. Magnetic Personality, because it's awesome. Bloodsucker, because I couldn't get anything else. First Aid, because it makes stimpacks better. Hacker, because it's a placeholder. Demolition Expert, because I'm eventually going to use explosive weapons. Scrapper, Gunsmith, Action Boy because AP regen, Gunslinger because it's supposed to be a gunslinger build, Serendipity, and Starched Jeans. No, I don't have Class Freak yet, but I will be using it later. And at the start of this video, we had no legendary perks to start with. And on my quest to get all the mutations, we have Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Empath, grounded, healing factor, herbivore, herd mentality, marsupial, plaguewalker, scaly skin, twisted muscles, and unstable isotope. Now, the shielded vault suit takes 3 ingredients: ballistic fiber, gold scrap, and stable cobalt flux. To get stable cobalt flux, you rather need complete colossal problem and or scorched earth. You can also drop nukes on certain parts of the map. So because I only have Serendipity 1, Earl slapped me with his giant wang, and there was nothing I could do about it. Thankfully though, because it's a colossal problem, you don't need to survive for this event. I ended up with 2 cobalt flux, and that means I am 2 cobalt flux closer to making this first goal. I also grabbed this beautiful baby off of Earl's dead body. Yes, Furious isn't the best, but any gun-slinging gun at the moment is better than nothing for... Now, before someone brings it up in the comments and goes, "Hey, when did you move your camp?" I moved it. I moved it here. I moved it specifically here so I could get acid and lead. I'm explaining everything now. Is this what you wanted? Do you want every little... I'm sorry, I'm gonna... Anyway, now you might be thinking right now, Jet, you're launching a nuke so you can make a piece of clothing? That seems a little extreme. Shut up! Shut up. I decide what I do. Anyway, don't forget to grab this prototype armor here. I crafted it off screen. Yes, I know, off screen. Why don't you just go in screen, like, you know, why don't you just show us some of it? Well, I don't have the footage for it. Why don't I just record more of it? Shut up! Shut up, Jimmy. Shut up. I hear you in the back of the class. No. Bad. Now, to launch a nuke, I need to collect all codes, which I didn't do because that's boring, kill a cargo bot so I can get a nuclear keycard, slap it into it, and there you go. Here's the problem though. My pistol on a cargo bot is about as effective as trying to kill a T-Rex by slapping it to death. And I don't mean that kind of big man burly slap where you leave them bruised up like this. I mean, like, limp hand slapping it until it dies. It took a while, and I hate myself for it. Now, I checked the missile silo holotape. Site Charlie was free, and it was the closest to me, so I decided to head that way so I could drop a nuke and get paid. That's right, I'm a rapper now. Yo, let's go. Now, if you aren't aware how to drop a nuke, this is the wrong series to be watching for that. Wow, I can't believe you actually thought I was going to show you how to drop a nuke. I, however, am going to skip past this pretty quickly because you don't want to watch that for more than like 5 minutes, right? So I killed a bunch of robots. Bang, bang, bang. And let's just say, I am the bomb, and I'm about to blow up.
The destroyer of worlds.
As I have become death itself, the destroyer of worlds, I have completed goal number 2. Yes, goal number 2 before goal number 1. Amazing. Sometimes you gotta run before you can walk, you know what they say. Hey, but at least we killed Earl Williams today. And now, we're in it, baby. I'll stop, I swear. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm going. Like, unironically, I'm leaving. Now, straight after this, I went to craft the shielded vault suit plan, but I first instantly realized I didn't have any gold, because who the hell collects gold in Fallout 76? No one. It's useless, you know? So my first thought was, let's go do breach and clear. It's on. Well, problem with that being the amount of gold I got out of that was only enough to make 2 gold scrap. And yes, you could say, but hey, you could just use the golden collectron from last season. Yeah, but shut up! I only just remembered that whilst reviewing the footage. And you can also just kill honeybees, and that's what I ended up doing. But I did reach level 50 while doing breach and clear, so that's good. So I got my first legendary perk card. Yeah. Anyway, I got the gold scrap, and I ran down my base like a cracked up child on Christmas, trying to get their presents for once in a lifetime, because, you know, because if they're on crack, their parents are crack addicts. What am I saying? However, that does mean we've completed the shielded vault suit plan, which is amazing, as you can guess. And now we're on to the hardest, most RNG-based BS you could ever imagine. Now, some called me mad when I said I was making the Crusader pistol plan a goal for Chapter 2 of Fallout 76 from scratch, because it is only 1.33% chance to drop from a daily op. And my response to that is, get absolutely wrecked. I got the plan. Suck my giant. On a more serious note, it did in fact take about a whole week and a bit up until the point of this video coming out minus 3 days for this plan to drop. I did go to the purveyor and get a anti-armor variant of it, by the way. Go watch 76 from scratch behind the scenes from, I think it was not yesterday, but a day before that's upload, if you would like to see that. I also, at this point in time, got the Nuka-Cola Collectron on the scoreboard and placed it down at my camp so I can start using Nuka-Colas as stim packs instead of stim packs. Woot. Now, here's something incredibly hilarious which rendered most of my time very, in fact, redundant. Yes, that was wordy. I don't care. Go away. But the funny part about that is I had to do a daily quest for one of my dailies, and I decided, you know what, stuff it, let's do Queen of the Hunt. It sounds easy. I don't have to go and grab anything, and let's just get it done. But I also thought, well, if I'm going to do Queen of the Hunt, I might at least grab all the casual plans for casual Under Armor. Yeah, I completed Queen of the Hunt, and I got the casual shielded Under Armor. You know, the basically 0% drop chance item, which is the best Under Armor in the game. Yeah, it dropped first go. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm crying too. Don't worry about it. So I went back to my base and realized I couldn't craft the casual shielded Under Armor because I needed yellow cake flux, because I was completely unprepared for this. But thankfully someone dropped a nuke on a server. I had to server hop a few times to get it, and I was able to complete it and get some yellow cake flux. Well, enough to craft this. I don't know, I'm kind of gobsmacked, and I'm still annoyed to this point that it dropped, because I spent all that time getting the Vault suit to shielded. It's okay. It's okay. This is a good thing. But I did in fact make it to level 80, which I also forgot that you get your next legendary perk at level 75. But I grabbed legendary agility for that. I also got all the mutations, finally, even the ones that are completely pointless, I know. And let's get into the last part of today's episode, which is going over my build and the closer before next chapter, which should come out in a couple weeks' time. So, for my build, I have Blocker and Tank Killer for the exact same reasons I have before. I have Glow Sight and Green Thumb side decked, and Concentrator Fire main decked, because Concentrator Fire is amazing and lets you zoom specifically on certain parts of enemies' bodies, meaning you can do a bunch of extra damage. Ironclad 5, because extra damage resistance is awesome. Ghoulish, because it makes Colonut that little bit extra better. 11 Charisma, so that gives me 3 Inspirational, 2 into Field Surgeon, which I'll probably end up changing. Magnetic Personality for that extra Charisma, aka Event, EXP. Stranger Numbers, Tenderizer, 3. And with Party Boy side decked. And with 13 Intelligence, I have First Aid, Nerd Rage, Scrapper, Gunsmith, and Chemist. Action Boy, Gunslinger, Expert Gunslinger, both level 3, Gun Fu, Ammo Smith, and Expert Gorilla, both side decked. And for luck, we have Serendipity, Ricochet 1, Class Freak, Starch Jeans with Super Duper side decked. As builds go, this definitely isn't the best, but it wasn't supposed to be. It is a starter build, and I will get it sorted as we go. But thank you all for watching this episode. It was a bit longer, and I decided that I wanted it to be longer because, let's be real, how many episodes can I get out of this if they are in chapters? And I put about 10, 15, 20 hours into a certain compressed amount of time. So I decided I'd make these as long as they were going to be, as that'll give you more content to watch technically. But as usual, thank you guys for being awesome. I'm sorry for being cringe. Never give in, never give up. Comment because it boosts my numbers in the algorithm. Like the video or dislike the video for the same reasons. I don't mind either way, but make sure you have a good rest of your day.